shouldn't be secreting. They begin to secrete too much of things that they should be secreting. They begin to slow down secretions and things they should be secreting. And you run higher risks for almost every disease you can name, including the nightmare diseases of cancer and heart disease and autoimmunity. And with all due respect to your boyfriend, he's well on the road to a lot of unpleasant health issues. And as his girlfriend, you should be doing, or you may want to be doing, what it takes to get him to wean off of problem foods. Again, the most problematic foods for people are dairy, grains of all kinds. Grains of all kinds, people, not just gluten-free. All grains. You don't need them. Yes, there's some good things in grains, but if you have any digestive problems, you're best off eliminating them. And then legumes and eggs and anything with fructose can also be a problem, as we've been talking about the last couple of days. I hope that helps, Karen. Thanks so much for your call. Moving on, Jeremy in Tennessee. What's up, buddy? We lost Jeremy? All right, then let's go to Drew in Kansas. Hey, Drew.
Hey, Ben. Girlfriend's mom, 5'8", 150 pounds. She had spinal surgery. They said she has osteoarthritis in the spine, swelling, inflammation. She's got migraines. They said possible tumor in the back of her head.
Damn. How old is she? How old is this?
45.
Oh, wow, that's terrible. That's way too young. Listen, Drew, she's falling apart. She's breaking down. And if she's serious about making a change, she can do it. But if she's not serious and she doesn't make a change, she's got an unpleasant couple of years ahead of her. So I would highly recommend that she starts to begin to make some changes. Remember, one of the main principles of the Bright Side philosophy is the idea that the body is either in net breakdown or net build up. It doesn't really matter about the specifics of your disease state as much as it matters that the body is breaking down. Just like in a business, you're either net in the red or net in the black. It doesn't matter what you're spending or what you're making on any given day. What matters is the bottom line. Whether you're net making money or net losing money, in the terms of the body, it's whether you're net building up or net breaking down. The way you're describing the situation with your girlfriend's mom, she is clearly in a net negative state, in a net in the black state, in a net breakdown state. So in order to reverse this downward spiral that she seems to be going into, you don't need to address the osteoarthritis, you don't need to address the tumor, you don't need to address any of the other health issues that she's dealing with. What you need to address is the breakdown, and there's only a couple reasons why the body breaks down. The most important involves inflammation and the immune system. This is the most important reason, in fact it may be the only reason why the body breaks down. Inflammation and the immune system. They're two sides of the same coin. Inflammation is how the immune system shows up. And by the way, when I talk about inflammation, I'm not talking about the kind of inflammation that you get when you twist your ankle or when you get a black eye. I am talking about micro-inflammation, and that is the inflammation that occurs at the tiny cell level. A cell, a typical cell in the body is around 1/100th the size of a head of a pin. In other words, you could fit around 100 typical cells, say red blood cells, end to end on the head of a pin. When I talk about microinflammation, I'm talking about the kind of inflammation that occurs at that microscopic level. If you take a pin in your mind's eye and divide it up into 100 parts, the kind of inflammation I'm talking about occurs at that 1/100th of a head of a pin level. And the reason this happens, by far and away, the most important reason this happens, is because of chronic abuse of the body through the digestive system. Now, once again, this is good news and it's bad news. It's bad news because people don't want to change the way they eat, but it's good news because when you do change the way you eat, the immune system quiets down, the inflammation goes away, and your symptoms will begin to subside, and the body can begin to repair itself, something as simple as correcting digestive issues. Now, there's a couple things you need to do. And by the way, Drew, this almost 100%, if you get your girlfriend's mom to correct your digestive issues, she's going to start to notice some differences. So correcting digestive issues, first step. That means eliminating problem foods, using digestive support nutrients. Get on the ultimate enzymes and get on the glucogel caps. Both of these have tremendous roles to play, not just in the immune system, or not just in the digestive system, but also also in supporting the immune system and in supporting the inflammatory system. The Ultimate Enzymes and the Glucogel Caps, just those two products alone are going to make a huge difference, especially if she eliminates problem foods. Make sure she's on the essential fatty acids. The repair process cannot begin in earnest until you have enough essential fatty acids. If she's having problems absorbing her fats, malabsorption of fats, and chances are she is, make sure she takes her essential fatty acids with meals. Make sure she takes her essential fatty acids with her Ultimate Enzymes. Make sure she uses her essential fatty acids in her meals and her ultimate enzymes with apple cider vinegar, something to acidify the stomach to activate the enzymes. You cannot process foods. Your enzymes will not be activated if your stomach is not acidified. And try to have your mom take a couple of Ultimate Enzymes in the middle of the day between meals, and that will help improve some of the inflammatory systems. If you take your enzymes with meals, it'll improve your digestion. If you take your enzymes between meals, it'll help improve inflammation. Make sure she's getting quality protein. Get on the Slender FX. Get on some kind of whey protein supplement. Use your whey protein, or have her use her whey protein with digestive enzymes. It wouldn't hurt her to get on the OsteoFX. In fact, just have her get on the Healthy Start Pack. It'll get her Beyond Tangy Tangerine, her OsteoFX, and her essential fatty acids in conjunction with correcting digestive symptoms, keeping an eye on the connection between certain foods and digestive symptoms. Chances are, Drew, your mom can, or your girlfriend's mom can improve her symptoms pretty darn quickly. And thank you so much for your call. Thank you to everybody for your calls. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all our letter writers. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you want to learn more about the new longevity products, the ones I take and the ones I recommend, go to my website, brightsideben.com. Click on the Join Now link on the upper left-hand corner of the page. And for a one-time $10 fee, you can get on the team and help everybody understand how important a nutritional supplementation program can be, and get your products at the wholesale price. Stay tuned for Alex Jones next on most of these stations. Tomorrow, we'll tell you about the nutritional component that you're probably deficient in if you're dealing with fructose malabsorption syndrome issues. Stay tuned for Alex Jones next on most of these stations. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
I didn't believe it.
Neither did I.
No way could you professionally remove unwanted hair, pain-free, and at home.
My thoughts exactly.
Remove my face and body hair without expensive, painful office visits?
Not possible. Great minds think alike.
Until I tried No Pro.
Wait, you tried No?
Yes, and it works. I use it on my face, legs, bikini line.
We're BFFs and you didn't tell me about No?
Here, this is my new No Pro. The most powerful No made. Custom treatment levels, less hair in less time, perfect for any skin type. Try it.
No hair, no pain, no time-consuming expensive office visits?
No, and no.
For a limited time, you can try No Pro risk-free. You'll also get the facial kit and a travel case. Get weeks of long-lasting results.
That's it. I'm getting a No.
Great minds do think alike.
Try No Pro risk-free by calling 800-952-5760. 800-952-5760. That's 800-952-5760.